Yeah, but we also have the Little Falls cheering section with us when Coach Jerry Cool is the recipient of some generous applause from over there. And those fans have really been behind you. And now that you're in the championship, I imagine things must be pretty exciting in Little Falls.
Oh, it really is. They're just great. They follow us all along. They're such a good bunch of...
Bob, the drums are getting to me. Take it back.
Okay, Jimmy, we got some good news, too, we'd like to pass along. Sue Krumpetich is resting comfortably underneath the mat here in one of the training rooms. Her father is with her. Her coach is with her. And the doctors are in there. It is not serious. At the worst, it is going to be a sprain, but there's nothing torn, so that is certainly good news. And this is the 1980 Minnesota State High School.
Yeah, but we also have the Little Falls cheering section with us when Coach Jerry Cool is the recipient of some generous applause from over there. And those fans have really been behind you. And now that you're in the championship, I imagine things must be pretty exciting in Little Falls.
Oh, it really is. They're just great. They follow us all along. They're such a good bunch of fans up there.
You know, you've had a great boys basketball program I've known up there for some time with Al Bauman heading it up there. The girls have come along. When did you first start noticing this group with the potential that it is showing now?
Well, we've noticed it each year. We've gotten a little better there, and last year we were runners-up in the region. So I look for real good things this year because we lost 2 seniors last year, and we had some good ones coming back.
You know, you were the first qualifier last night, so you had a chance to sit back and watch that second game between Hill, Murray, and North. How do you size up the Pioneers?
Yeah, we got a chance to look at them there. They've got a real good group. They run a lot there, and of course we sort of like that too.
There's been a lot of time. I talked about this with Coach Wold between qualifying yesterday afternoon and coming back and playing the evening session on Saturday. What have you done to fill in the spaces with your girls between then and now? Is it hard to keep the excitement level down?
Well, I tell you, yeah, it's pretty tough. We try to keep them busy. We're out to eat a couple times there, and that takes a lot of time. And we just took it easy. We sat around and watched some of the games there today. Some real good games, some good ball players there today.
There's going to be a lot of energy. They'll need those extra meals in the championship game. We're looking forward to it. Good luck to you, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
Jerry Cool, head coach at Little Falls, as we get closer to the championship tip-off, Bob.
And before we get to that championship tip-off, Jim, why don't we go up and visit Little Falls, Minnesota?
Little Falls, located on the banks of the Mississippi River, 100 miles north of the Twin Cities, is the center of an agricultural trade area serving about 35,000 people. Besides being the gateway to the lake country, its parks attract many visitors. Pine Grove Park is named after one of the last remaining stands of virgin white pine in the state and provides a favorite spot for picnickers and tourists. In the park is a small zoo and herds of deer, elk, and buffalo. A short drive south along the river takes one to Limburg State Park, site of the boyhood home of Charles A. Limburg, and the new Limburg Interpretive Center, which houses many items pertaining to Lucky Lindy. Located next to the Limburg home is our new Weyerhaeuser Museum, housing artifacts relating to the history of our area. 15 churches, 3 public elementary schools, 2 parochial grade schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, together with numerous fraternal, religious, service, and veterans organizations, work together with city officials to keep a clean, progressive community. Industries that have given Little Falls a balanced business development are Munsingware, Minnesota Power and Light, Hennepin Paper Company, and Crestliner. Boats plus several smaller industries. Nearby Camp Ripley, with its 54,000 acres and buildings, provides accommodations for training the National Guard of 9 states and NATO countries. Little Falls Community High School, a 4-year high school, operates on a 12-week quarter plan. In our educational program, we offer academic, vocational, and recreational courses that allow the student the freedom to follow his or her individual interests. The students have a curriculum selection of over 200 courses to choose from. They may be as traditional as algebra or as modern as youth in today's society. These courses are designed to provide the opportunity for the students to develop their skills and learn to recognize their abilities. Through a variety of experiences, they will be able to develop a positive self-concept. 2 ponds on the school grounds serve as instructional areas for science, physical education, and agriculture classes. We are especially proud of our new swimming pool and complexes of the athletic fields. Little Falls is now a member of the Central 8 Conference and competes in all major sports, having state championships in boys basketball and in baseball. There are other activities that provide opportunities for the total development of each individual in preparation for his or her role in society. These are all part of an overall educational program to help our students become informed, responsible, ethical students and to meet the needs of tomorrow's adults.
Little Falls, Chris, it's a player that you're pretty familiar with. You've had her in your summer camp. Leanne Gross is a fine player.
Right, Leanne does a fine job. I think of all the players that I've seen in the state this year, as small as she is at 5'10", as a center, she does an exceptionally good job of breaking to the ball, getting the defense on her back, and cutting around to get the open shot. Usually she either takes one dribble or she just looks and turns and looks for that short jumper. Although she is a short center, she doesn't usually use the glass to get her shots like most centers do. She's just a straight shooter, tries to put the ball right over the front of the rim.
The Little Falls, of course, winning over Proctor and then coming back in the semifinals to handle Lindbergh. Hill Murray got here by downing previously unbeaten Woodbury and then taking on Minneapolis North and handling them in the semifinals. We should point out for the Woodbury folks that tomorrow at 1:30 in the Valley Creek Mall parking lot, there will be some activities honoring the Woodbury team. The Fire and Police Department will escort a motorcade through the community to the high school from the Valley Creek Mall parking lot in Woodbury. So a fine tribute to a team that was undefeated coming in. Unfortunately lost both of their ball games in the tournament, but will be deservedly honored tomorrow afternoon.
Snowy night here in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're at the Met, the home of the National Hockey League Minnesota North Stars. The ice, of course, is covered with styrofoam, and above that, the basketball floor, which is bolted together. There is the Flyer Band from Little Falls. They are set for a state championship, as is Hill Murray. One of them will go home disappointed. So just about set now for the starting lineup, so why don't we go across the way and join Julie Pearl.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to introduce the entire squad of both teams. First, the visitors, Little Falls. Number 10, Bridget Fabian. Number 12, Shelley Chisholm. Number 14, Kathy Thielen. Number 22, Mary Jo Philippi. Number 24, Marie Bannock. Number 32, Anita Miller. Number 34, Melanie Melby. Number 40, Barb Lynn. Number 50, Marge Hill. Number 54, Karen Johnson. For Hill Murray. With Little Falls at the forwards. Number 30, Peggy Urbanski. Forward number 42, Betty Scum. Number 52, Leanne Russell.
And we're underway in the championship game. Bonita Hoheisel. Watched there by Tina Keller. Off to Mary Vosen. Dan Klein, rather. Klein getting it back over to Godfrey. Comes back out. Hoheisel works it inside to Gombold. Puts it up, no good, out of bounds. Played back in by Hill Murray. 35 is Gombold. 25 there was Ann Klein. Hoheisel to play it in. Number 15 gets it into Gombold. Rebound taken down by Tina Keller. Little Falls on the move. Off to Spillum. Betty Spillum working it underneath to Grasso. And Leanne Grasso has the ball.
So you see that good movement by Leanne, away from the ball, cutting to the ball, getting the ball and looking for a shot inside.
Hoheisel. Off now to Gombold. To Godfrey, tried to loop it in, picked off by Grasso. Grasso off to Mary Vosen, number 44. Hoheisel. Dumps it off now to Tina Keller. Dougie Urbanski to Grasso. And a foul called. Looks like it's on Hoheisel, number 15. 27 points last night against Hopkins Lindbergh. He's got that unique free throw style. Got it steady now. Grasso. 4-0 for Little Falls. And Klein coming down the left side, cut off by Vosen. Back out now to Benita Hoheisel. Foul called.
As you look at Little Falls defense, it might look like they're in a 2-1-2 zone, but they're really in what we call as a sagging man. They're sagging in the key, trying to plug it in so they can't get the ball into Mary, and as yet they haven't gotten the ball into Mary.
Foul is on Keller. Rebound taken down by Grasso. Grasso off to Keller. And Keller now for Little Falls. To the bucket. Tina Keller. Gombold, who traveled.
Problems for Hill Murray here in the early going, and because they haven't scored any baskets yet, they haven't had a chance to use this press, which has been so successful for them. This is their first crack at it.
Becky Urbanski, number 30, with the ball, getting it off now to Tina Keller. Keller over to Betty Spillum. She's watched by Godfrey, the freshman. Now off to Keller. Keller to Peggy Urbanski working against Hoheisel. Urbanski scores. Urbanski's got 2. It's 8-0 for Little Falls.
That's Peggy's move. Once she gets the ball, she looks right to go to the basket for a driving layup.
And we're going to get a timeout here with 5:21 remaining first quarter, and our score, Little Falls 8 and Hill Murray nothing.
Country, but we have to turn to Larry Larson for help on where Big Fork is.
Off to Gumbold. Back over on the left side now to Godfrey. Godfrey over Urbanski. And the freshman comes up with the big bucket. 5'9" freshman Murray Godfrey. That's Tina Keller, number 20. Back to Grasso. They got 10 seconds to get across that center court line. Finally, Keller pushes it across, but too late.
Once Hill Murray gets a chance to set their press, they run that 2-2-1 zone press with a trap with a front two. It's pretty difficult to get going. They must get the ball down and look down court very quickly.
And Klein on the inside. Rebound put up by Godfrey, no good. Gets a second chance and scores. Murray Godfrey has 4 points. There's the press again. Off to Tina Keller. Pass to Mary Vosen. Down now to Betty Spillum. Back out to Tina Keller. Back to Spillum. Watched by Godfrey, 51. Back over to number 20, Tina Keller, as they work around the zone. Up and in by Gumbold. And suddenly, Hill Murray's come back with 6 straight points. There's a steal by Gumbold.
Beautiful layup.
And we're tied at 8. Now it'll be the Flyers' turn here to take a timeout as Keller gets it across the 10-second line, whips it over to Urbanski, and she travels. Very cool there on the Little Falls bench.
I was impressed with the left-hand move there by Gombold on the run. Put it up and in with the left.
Aschenbrenner's shot won't go. Godfrey follows and scores. Godfrey has 6. Up to Peggy Urbanski. Cut off along the baseline. And to Grasso. And she has 6 points and is fouled.
And Coach Bill Wold up a little bit upset that she didn't back off of her when she got in that close. There was no sense following her. It's a 2-shot foul or a 3-point play, as we might see in this case.
Foul on Klein, her first, second team foul on Hill Murray. Grasso missed the free throw. Rebound grabbed off by Klein. And here come the Pioneers. Anita Hoheisel playing it back out for Gumball. Taken away in there by Spillum. Spillum clearing it off now to Tina Keller. Grasso.
That was Leanne. That's what she does so well, is breaking to the ball, getting the ball with her turnaround jumper inside the lane.
Foul is called. Let's see who on. There's Bill Wold up on the Hill Murray bench.
It was on Leanne Grasso. Center Mary has been shut off Grasso, but she didn't get in foul trouble either, and that's very important. We've seen other centers get in trouble.
And it's the second one as well. So Klein has 2 points, and we're tied at a dozen with 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Grasso off to Keller. Keller works her way across the 10-second line. Man-to-man defense by Hill Murray. Urbanski goes in and scores.
There's that driving layup again. Anytime Peggy can get the ball, she's going to look to go to the basket for a layup, especially against a man defense, which is Hill Murray is playing against.
Well, why wouldn't they want to zone Grasso out?
Well, they can't really play a zone because they don't have anyone that can stay inside with Leanne, so they really have to match up man for man. They match up everywhere, really, in a man. Plus, Little Falls has some good outside shooting, so they must go to a man to cut their outside shooting out.
Played back in by Hill Murray. Benito Hoheisel. Into Godfrey. Godfrey passed up the shot. Gave it off to Klein. Off to Gombold. Back out to Hoheisel. Klein. And we jump for the rebound.
Both teams doing an excellent job on offense. You saw Hill Murray being very patient on offense with a lot of movement inside, which is very good. You're passing the ball around the outside and getting those weak side cuts from far away to the ball.
Hey, to those of you who are wondering where Big Fork is, it's 50 miles north of Grand Rapids.
Well, sleep tonight then.
They aren't sleeping in the truck. Boy, they've got their books and maps out. Not only do they get us all these fine pictures, but they've got maps. They research any question you have instantly. Dan Stiles and Jim Moline are walking encyclopedias in there. When there's spare time, direct the telecast.
Here you'll see Leanne break to the ball.
Grasso. Rebound taken down by Riggles. Bothered there by Melby, but clears off in time to Gombold. That's Benito Hoheisel setting up for Hill Murray. And the pass failed to connect with Godfrey, goes out of bounds, and Little Falls will play it back in. So Big Fork, 50 miles north of Grand Rapids. Shot by Keller won't go. Rebound taken down by Gombold ahead to Hoheisel. Hoheisel hooks a pass over to Klein. Klein off to Riggles. Taken away over there by Mary Bozen. And here come the Flyers. Bozen flies down the right side. Works against Klein. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound taken down by Riggles. Riggles off to Gombold ahead to Hoheisel. Tipped up in the air. Grabbed off in there And finally controlled by Little Falls, Tina Keller. Just 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. She's got to hurry. 3, 2, 1. Takes a shot, and it doesn't go. And that is the end of the first quarter with the score. Little Falls 14, Hill Murray 12.
Well, they do get back to prevent the fast break.
Little Falls shooting 54% to Hill Murray's 35 through the first quarter.
And Klein into Aschenbrenner, and Aschenbrenner scores. First bucket of the ball game for Mary Aschenbrenner. Cindy Whitney, number 43 in the ball game for Hill Murray. A foul called. That'll be on Gombold. It'll be her first third team foul on Hill Murray. Played back in by the team in white, that being Little Falls. There's Mary Vosen, number 44. Trying to find Tina Keller, but it's picked off by Hoheisel, off to Gumbold.
Call to travel on Hoheisel.
Hill Murray's very good on this press. They intercept the passes. They force the lob pass, and then they come from behind for the interception.
Into Grosso. Over to Vosen. Vosen back to Keller. Keller works across the 10-second line. Bumped there by Gombold. No harm, no foul. Belby playing it back to Keller. Keller to Vosen. Grosso, and Aschenbrenner will jump it. Betty Spillum coming back into the Little Falls lineup, and Melanie Melby comes out. Tip controlled by Little Falls. And played back in by Hill Murray.
Grosso evidently stepping over the center line of the jump.
Hoheisel right at center court. Pass going to Ann Klein. Klein works against Vosen. Back to Hoheisel. Off now to Gombold, out of bounds. Played back in by Hill Murray as it was deflected out of bounds off a Little Fall. Second period, the Gophers had a goal to this lob in the final minute of the second period that would have tied the game. 1 period to go, 3-2 for Northern Michigan in that NCAA playoff game. Cindy Whitney. Rebound grabbed off by Gumbold. And she has 6 points. Gumbold at 6. And into the lead goes Hill Murray, 16-14. Grosso. Ahead now to Vosen. Little Falls at one time, led 8-7. The timeout called by Bill Wold. Across Oregon, and Cincinnati for the ball game. Betty Spillum. Off to Mary Vosen. Vosen takes it inside, puts it up, the shot is short. Urbanski grabs the rebound. Throws it back out now to Vosen. And we got a traveling violation against Little Falls. Hill Murray will get the ball.
Little Falls coming with the backcourt pressure now.
Into Aschenbrenner, taken away by Grosso, jump ball. Back of Minnesota, goes Sucky. And then goes to the travel. Peggy Urbanski. Right to the pocket and scores. Nice move by Peggy Urbanski. 3 points. Urbanski, 5'8" senior. 5:55 to go now. We're tied 16-16. Aschenbrenner off to the Saraceno. On the right side for Gombold. Off for Whitney. Whitney trying to muscle past Urbanski. Couldn't do it. Drops it off for Aschenbrenner. Rebound on the bounce. Played back in by Hill Murray. Makes a nice steal. And here comes Keller now. Tina Keller. About 17. Keller's got 4 points. And we got the ball game that was advertised. Foul is called on Betty Spillum. Back into the Hill Murray lineup. Pass coming into Gombold. Played back out for Peggy Saraceno. To the bucket is Gombold. She scores. Gombold has 8. Urbanski for the Flyers. On the inside, And a blocking foul will be called on Gombold.
Approximately 8 players if they play a lot, where Little Falls hasn't made any substitutions, which could cause some problems late in the game when the players may be a little tired.
Ollie Bott is number 33, checking in for Hill Murray. Spillum. Rebound taken down back there by Ann Klein. She turns it over on the dribble. And gives the ball back to Little Falls. As Hoheisel back in for Hill Murray, and Bergie Saraceno comes out. That is 52. Leanne Grasso getting set to keep the troops fresh. Into Vosen. Vosen back to Urbanski. To Tina Keller on the top of the circle. Long bomber. Rebound. Grabbed out of there by Ann Klein. Comes down to see what she can do about breaking this 18-18 tie. Lost the ball out of bounds, put back in by Hill Murray. A couple of players from the Flyers colliding over there. Winding up on the Hill Murray bench. 44 Vosen and 20 Tina Keller.
Got by Godfrey. He walked first. So give the ball back to Little Falls with 4:07 remaining here first half, 18-18. Hill Murray has committed twice as many turnovers as Little Falls, 12-6. Tina Keller. Rebound is grabbed out of there by Keller. Of course, you got her on the rebound on the left, and get off to the other point. 6 points now for Keller. Little Falls, leads by 2. Hoheisel. Grabs the rebound. Now Riggles. Riggles scores. First bucket of the ball game for Bob Riggles. And that ties us at 20. Off now to Keller. Waterbury Vosen. Rebound taken down by Hoheisel. Knocked loose by Vosen. Hoheisel back. Vosen moving to the bucket. Doesn't drive. Rebound there by Riggles. Riggles gets it off now to number 25, Ann Klein. Heading it down the floor to Godfrey. Godfrey back to Klein. 2:57 to go here in the half. Traveling.
And for Murray, on the floor. 2:55 to go in the first half. We're tied 20-20. Bill Wold. The life of the coach, just sitting back on the Hill Murray bench, now relaxing and just having to watch it unfold before his eyes. Can't physically do anything about it, but strategy plays a very important part in this game. Urbanski.
Peggy's defense was second back in the key, so then again she took her drive.
Tina Keller dropping it off now for Whitney. Whitney getting it into Riggles. Back out for Hoheisel, off to Whitney. Riggles. That Riggles has 4 points. And this one's going to go right to the wire. Off to Urbanski. Urbanski across court to Vosen, picked off by Riggles. Here comes Hill Murray again. Hoheisel over Keller. Hoheisel's first points of the ball game. Grasso. So they have done an excellent job on 8 points in the first half, none here in the, or 8 points in the first quarter, none here in the second. Spillum. First bucket of the ball game for Betty Spillum. Bucket at one end and another one at the other. Teams trading scores. Godfrey, the freshman, is fouled. And it's on Urbanski. 5'9" freshman. 8 points against Woodbury, 2 against Minneapolis North, and now 7 points in this one. Rebound taken down by Grasso. Ahead to Vosen, or Spillum rather. Back out to Keller. Keller goes across the 10-second line and will set things up offensively for Little Falls. They're down by 1. Inside to Grasso. Rebound taken down by Riggles. Riggles off to Hoheisel. Works now against Keller. They get it inside to Riggles. He's watched by Grasso. Plays it back out now to Gombold. Saraceno's shot is no good. Rebound grabbed off by Riggles. Traveling was the call.
15 turnovers now for Hill Murray. Doing a great job rebounding, but quite a few traveling calls on the Pioneers.
And now to Keller. 49 seconds to play here in the half. Grasso playing it back for Keller. Out of jump. You can explain that for us, Coach.
Right, there was 5 seconds. What happens in high school basketball is you have to penetrate past. They call the 5-second mark, which is the hash mark on the side, and the defense stayed with her, and she didn't penetrate in to that 5-second area, so then she got a jump ball.
Same rule in Holden College?
No. We have a 30-second clock.
Hoheisel's shot is short, grabbed by Vosen.
Great work by Hoheisel. What a scrapper.
And fouled by Keller, but has 21 total points, including 2 in this game. Reed Bannock is checked into the little for having Keller arrest. Here in the final 22 seconds of the half, they don't want to get her to get a third foul. Whitney rebounded the miss by Hoheisel. Hoheisel off to Riggles. Riggles puts it up over Grasso. No good. Rebound Godfrey. And a foul is called. Godfrey got the foul for pushing off. Coming in, so 20 from the tournament. Missed that one. And Riggles clears the rebound. Now ahead to Hoheisel. Hoheisel's got 11 seconds. Champion, and Cato East, the AA consolation champion. Minneapolis North taking third place in their first game tonight, 59-44 over Hopkins Lindbergh. This will decide first and second. Little Falls with the ball. Off now to Peggy Urbanski. Urbanski working against Gombold, moves it towards the bucket, puts it up, but it won't go. And the rebound finally taken down by Hill Murray again. Hoheisel regaining her balance and control of the basketball as she brings it across center court.
Make that 28-5, the rebound advantage for Hill Murray.
Off now to Godfrey. Godfrey in decline. Batted out of bounds by Urbanski. It'll be played back in by Hill Murray. Benita Hoheisel, number 15. Underneath her offensive bucket. Playing it in. Now to Mary Godfrey. Godfrey's return pass, though, sails out of bounds. Played back in by Little Falls.
And Hill Murray continues to turn the ball over. That's 16 of them compared to just 8 for Little Falls, but their hustle and scrap has kept them ahead.
Bozen off to Keller. Keller goes past Godfrey, crosses center court line, takes it into the lane, tries to dish off. Picked off in there by Hill Murray, but restolen by Urbanski. And the travel, though, will give it back to Hill Murray. Bill Wold on the Hill Murray bench. Not so calm now. Hair getting a little out of place. Klein. And a foul called on the rebound. Godfrey picked the foul up, her second. First team foul here in the second half.
And this was an identical foul to the one Mary picked up in the first half, over the back on the rebound.
So played back in by the Little Falls Flyers. Into Vosen, now off to Keller. Keller knocked away by Godfrey. Godfrey steals, push it behind Hoheisel, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, this Godfrey is going to be a dandy. She is just a freshman. Now Tina Keller. Keller playing it off to Urbanski. Grasso over Aschenbrenner, no good. Rebound taken down by Klein. Klein ahead now to Gombold. Bozen back, Gombold over Bozen, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds and played back in by Hill Murray. There were 3 players from Little Falls under there. They couldn't control the rebound, and Hill Murray gets it back.
That's been the name of the game for Hill Murray, and they forced Leon Grasso out that time. She had a nice position in the lane, but she had to fade away with the shot. Great defense by Mary Aschenbrenner.
Melanie Melby checked back in, you saw. For Little Falls, that's Benita Hoheisel with the ball. Off to Ann Klein on the inside, taken away by Grosso on the block shot. That's Tina Keller. And Little Falls needs to work themselves back in this ball game along the baseline. Dangerously close there. Drawing a roar from the Hill Murray crowd. Grosso tried to work it underneath through the foul. Foul is on Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner's first foul, second team foul here on Hill Murray. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line.
I thought that one was going to stay up on the back of the basket again.
Oh, lightning can't strike twice, can it?
Picture of concentration, Leon Grosso.
10 for Grosso. 28-26. A 2-point lead for Hill Murray. Benita Hoheisel works against Tina Keller. Off now to Godfrey. Back to Gombold. Works against Melby, puts it up over Melby. Rebound grab by Aschenbrenner, tied up by Grosso, will have a jump.
And Klein, number 25, with the ball. All now to Benita Hoheisel. Works against Keller. All now to Gombold. Try to get it into Aschenbrenner, and does, and Aschenbrenner scores. 4 for Aschenbrenner. And a 4-point lead for Hill Murray again. Same margin they enjoyed at halftime, only now another 2.5 minutes is ticked off the clock against Little Falls. Melby. Grosso cut off by Aschenbrenner. She was over her. No good. Grabs her own rebound. Going to try to get along the baseline. And finally got a 3-second violation called, and so it'll be played back in by Hill Murray.
He is not being able to get that shot out as well as he was in the first quarter. One of the reasons is once the ball goes in, the guard that's guarding the person passing the ball into her just stays back in front of her, so she really doesn't have any room to move around inside.
Hoheisel comes down. Off to Beth Rickles. You saw checking the ball game, number 53. Back to Hoheisel. Foul is called.
Six points in this one. That's 16 in each of the first 2 ball games as Riggles missed everything.
And she does the proper thing, step away from the foul line when you miss that badly and get readjusted.
Tina Keller from 15. It's short. Foul called underneath.
Urbanski, I believe.
Yep, that's Urbanski, number 30. That's her first, second team foul on Little Falls.
I think Peggy was getting blocked off the boards a little bit, and as she went in for the rebound, she just pushed the person in front of her.
Hoheisel coming down, getting pressure from Vosen from behind. Now Tina Keller, you can see the pigtails flapping there, guarding her. Off to Gombold. Back out to Benita Hoheisel on the left side now for Godfrey. Annie Klein. 3-second violation this time against Hill Murray. That gives the Flyerettes the ball back. They're down by 4, 30-26. We've got 4:14 left to go. Bill Wold up, then sits down, then stands up again, then sits down. Such is the life of a coach. Grosso. Melby couldn't handle it, and she knows she should have. And so Hill Murray on the turnover plays it back in. A chance to add to that 4-point lead. Benita Hoheisel. Number 20, Tina Keller, watching her. Gombold plays it back out for Hoheisel. And finally the rebound is cleared out of there by Peggy Urbanski. Off now to Tina Keller. Keller goes top of the circle with it on the right side now to Melby. Urbanski is fouled.
That's what Peggy does so well, getting the ball. If the defense sags back just a little bit, she'll look for the drive. She drove in there between Two defensive players. You see her driving there. Mary reaches over, fouls her.
Game, Little Falls. Becky had 8 points all in the first half, has 23 total points in the tournament. Scored 13 against Proctor, came back to score 4 yesterday against Hopkins Lindbergh, or 2 yesterday against Hopkins Lindbergh. Keller balanced along the baseline there, and now starts back the other way. Betty Spillum on the right side, back to Urbanski. Urbanski in the lane, tried to drive, cut off. Now drives, up no good, rebound cleared off by Gombold. And now to Cindy Whitney. Whitney off to Klein, but she traveled, Whitney did. And so that'll give the ball back, and that delights the followers of Little Falls. We're down to 2:58 to play here in the third quarter. It's a 30-26 ball game in favor of the team in green. There's Jerry Kuhl on the Flyers bench. His club playing the ball in.
Turnover total now up to 20 for Hill Murray, but the lead holds at 4 points.
Tina Keller.
And that rebounding edge we've been keeping an eye on is at 32-9 now for the team in green.
33-9.
In St. Paul.
And if it continues, that'll be the story of the ball game, because being out-rebounded like that, there's no way Little Falls will win the ball game. Klein. That's 6 for Klein. And now a 6-point lead for Hill Murray. Keller getting it ahead to Vosen. Vosen to Grosso. Grosso handing it back off now to Spillum. Back to Keller. Back out to Vosen. About 8 feet away. Score. Mary Vosen. First points of the ball game for Mary. 32-28. 1:58 left here, third quarter. Bonita Hoheisel. Aschenbrenner. Rebound Aschenbrenner, and she's fouled. Grosso, I believe, picks up the foul. As Aschenbrenner will go at the line, shooting 2. Neither team has been all that effective from the free throw line. Aschenbrenner now with 5 points, and Hill Murray leads by 5. Rosen. Ahead now to Grosso. Over and back. And played back in now by Hill Murray, right in front of our broadcast location. And Klein, number 25, playing it back to Peggy Sorrentino. Sorrentino goes across the 10-second line. Is spotted there by Tina Keller. Keller slapping at the ball. Now off to Gombold. Gombold gets it down in. And it's tipped up out. Sponsored by the Minnesota High School League. As Aschenbrenner puts it up, no good. Rebound grab by Gombold. Gombold puts it up, rolls around, falls out, and Grosso rebounds. Off now to Keller. Here come the Flyers. Now the Flyers going to slow it down. I congratulate the league office for all of their help, and especially to Larry Larson, the information director, for again furnishing with all the rosters, the pronunciations, and everything else that makes this difficult tournament to do a little easier. As Urbanski puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Aschenbrenner. Off to Saraceno. To Aschenbrenner. Put up now by Whitney, an air ball. And that's grabbed by Spillum, and Spillum is fouled, I believe, by Klein. With 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Grosso and the Flyers would like to get it within 3 as it goes to Urbanski before the end of this quarter. Urbanski on her way to the bucket. Plays it back out now to Keller. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Off now to Spillum. Spillum into Grosso. They'll take what they get. And Grosso, the shot won't go. They've been working all quarter to get the ball in. They get it in and it won't go. Now off to Saraceno. Gombold. Off to Aschenbrenner. 7 seconds to play. Saraceno, there's 5 seconds to play. Klein Bothered by Bosun. Out for Gumball. He put it on the deck and the horn goes, and that is the end of the third quarter with a score. Hill Murray 33, Little Falls 28. Has picked up a foul, which runs the team fouls up to 4. Hill Murray gets set to play it back in. We are in the final 8 minutes of the 1980 state basketball tournament. He's not heaving a sigh of relief, but you've got to feel good for Larry Larson, the information director. He has gone through the boys basketball tournament, the hockey tournament, now the girls basketball tournament, not to mention the wrestling tournament, everything else they have here in Minnesota in the month of March, as Aschenbrenner hits it and survived them all. And is going to get a rest here pretty quick. Back to a 5-point lead now for Hill Murray. Off to Bosun. Played back out now to Keller. Off to Spillum. Grosso over Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner made it as difficult as she could, but Grosso hit the shot. It doesn't for Grosso. Gumbold. And she's fouled. 10 points now for Gumbold. Back to a 5-point lead, 37-32.
And after the scoring drought in the third quarter, things are picking up again here in the fourth. Just 9 points scored in that third quarter. There's Barb Gumbold going up strong and drawing the foul, getting the basket.
Spillum got the foul, her second 15th foul, which means that Hill Murray will spend the rest of the night in the bonus. Barb Gumbold shooting 1. Rebound grabbed by Grosso. And a foul called on Aschenbrenner.
53,154. Now that's 789 short of the tournament record, which was set last year, but I think we would have broken it had it not been for some of the bad weather.
Urbanski felt she was fouled. I have to agree with her, as she missed the shot. Now Hill Murray controls the ball. Back out to Aschenbrenner. Godfrey was fouled, and that's called. Who it's on? It's either on, I think it's number 12. You know, it could well be, Chris, the team that starts hitting the free throws may be the team that wins.
Yes, I think so. The team that definitely goes to the line is going to have the advantage coming down to into the quarter.
Rebound to Chisholm. Off now to Urbanski. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Tina Keller. Off to Urbanski on the left side. Watched over there by Gumbold. To Grosso. 3-second violation. That's called on Keller.
And now I think also one other thing you're going to see is becoming a key factor is Bill Waltz substituting is keeping his players fresh, where the Little Falls players are starting to look a little run down, a little ragged. They're starting to make mental mistakes because they are a little tired.
Benita Hoheisel. Rebound to Grosso. Off to Tina Keller. They can cut it down to 3. Keller going to go all the way to the bucket. She scores. She's fouled. Tina Keller now has 8 points in the ball game. Gumbold picked up the foul. There's a timeout. 5:33 to play as we get a look at the replay. And our score 37-34 for Hill Murray. Keller trying to complete the three-point play, does not do it. And Hill Murray grabs the rebound. The Gophers lost in hockey tonight, 4-3. Northern Michigan, so it'll be Northern Michigan in the NCAA championship in Providence, Rhode Island next week. Keller trying to come up with the ball, finally does. They can get it down to 1 point. Back out to the Bosun, 5:10 to play. Off to Urbanski. Into Grosso. Grosso puts it up. No good. Rebound off to Hoheisel. Fouled by number 12, Kelly Chisholm. Her sophomore stands only 5'3". Rebound cleared out by Mosen. Back comes Hoheisel. 4:50 to play in the ball game. Inside to Godfrey, and the freshman comes up with one. 9 points for Godfrey. A 5-point lead again for Hill Murray. Keller against pressure in the backcourt. Up now to Urbanski. Off to Keller with 4:30 to play. Chisholm. Grasso. She's fouled. Grasso's got 14.
And Peggy Urbanski.
Offensive foul, though, on Urbanski. Klein cans the front end of the 1-and-1. Klein now with 7 points. Klein, a 5'8" junior. Missed that one. Chisholm grabs the rebound. 40-36. The Flyers can cut it to 2.
Little Falls getting a lot of pressure from Hill Murray right now.
Urbanski back to retrieve it. 4 minutes even to play in the ball game. 4 minutes to go in the tournament. Grasso. 16 for Grasso. 40-38, a 2-point lead for Hill Murray. Benita Hoheisel. And Klein. Traveling. As Mary Aschenbrenner checks in for the Pioneers. That's Riggles comes out. Urbanski to play it in. Both teams have played extremely well here in this championship game. Up to Urbanski. Little Falls can tie it. Little Falls grabbed the lead early, but then Hill Murray took control of the ball game and have led since the start of the second quarter.
Here's that drive.
Urbanski ties the ball game. Urbanski has a dozen. 3:08 to go. 40-40. Hoheisel cut off by Keller and travels. Bill Wold takes a good timeout. He wants to get the troops, get Mo back on his side. There's a timeout on the floor. 3:01 to play, and we are tied 40-40. 3 quarters. Right now we're tied 40.
And it's been their 3 stalwarts for Little Falls bringing them back. Leanne Grasso, Peggy Urbanski, and Tina Keller. They've all played well here in the last few minutes. Keller with the drive, and Urbanski, as Chris said, with that good move of hers going to the basket, and Grasso getting the passes inside and making her shot. And we're tied up with 3 minutes to go.
Peggy Urbanski to play it in. The Flyers can get the lead here for the first time in a long time. Off now to Grasso. Grasso to Urbanski. Not a particularly adept ball handler. She gets it across the 10-second line with a pass to Vosen. Now Keller. Off to Urbanski. Into Grasso. Grasso back out for Vosen along the baseline. Cut off by Hoheisel. Back for Urbanski. Into Grasso. Over Aschenbrenner. Scores. Grasso has 18. And Little Falls has the lead. 42-40. Here come the Pioneers. And Klein. Strong point guard. Off now to Gumbold. Gumbold moving towards the basket. Back for Brenner. Over to Hoheisel. Hoheisel back out. Gumbold. Takes it in the lane. Plays it back out to Hoheisel. On the inside, put up no good. Urbanski grabs the rebound for Little Falls. 1:54 to play in the ball game. Tina Keller. Peggy Urbanski. Tina Keller again. Underneath to Chisholm, she scores on a backdoor play. Chisholm with 2 points. They let her free. And it's a 4-point lead for Little Falls, 44-40. 1:34 to go in the ball game. And we are going to keep it here. There's Bill Wold and Hill Murray. And I agree with you, Jim. I think Bill Wold has done a super job of coaching. You hear so much about offense. I think, at least from my point of view, I think that Little Falls is by far the superior offensive team. Hill Murray has led most of this game by playing good defense.
Yes, they have. I think if you look at both teams, you think of athletes and athletic ability. Little Falls definitely has the athletes. They definitely have the physical ability, where Bill Wald's taken some girls and taught them how to play the game. They are some good shooters. They're scrappy players. They hustle hard on defense. The rebounding in this game has just been terrific, with Hill Murray out-rebounding them 39-17. But then again, the story of the game is turnovers with Hill Murray.
In other words, they've cut it down a little bit in the second half.
Right, they have.
Hill Murray, though, has not scored a point in 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and of course that drought usually is deadly.
4 straight baskets for Little Falls, and they when you get going like that, get the other team down a little bit, why the spirit picks up. And I'll tell you, this crowd that is behind us on our side from Little Falls is helping. They have a huge contingent of fans here, and they are showing a lot of vocal support, and I think it has really helped the Flyers in their comeback.
One thing Hill Murray can't afford to do here is, like, if they do score, is when they press to foul. They must be very cautious, try to go for the ball, but not foul and put Little Falls at the line.
Now Hoheisel hitting it off for Gumball, driving towards the bucket, and an offensive foul called on Gumball.
Well, she definitely had defensive position, just held her position, fell down, took the charge.
Played back in by Urbanski. 44-40 for Little Falls. 1:24 to go in the ball game. Comes into Keller. Keller getting pressure for Klein in the backcourt. Off now to Vosen. Vosen down the right side to Chisholm. Back out to Vosen. To Tina Keller. Keller plays it back for Urbanski. 1:10 to go.
Little Falls is going to bring it out and make them play a little defense, make them come out of the lane, open it up inside for possibly a good drive, maybe by Peggy.
.53 seconds to go. This is as good a stall as you'll see. They're doing a super job. Rosso draws the foul from Murray Godfrey. Godfrey's 4th foul. Grosso goes to the line, shooting the all-important 1-and-1 free throw line.
Well, they only have 12 points in the second half, and it's hard.
Grosso at the line. She's shooting 1-and-1. She has a total of 18 points in the ball game. 27 last night, and 10 in the first ball game. With that one, she's got 19. That's 56 points, I believe, for the tournament. Like a true pro, puts it in, 19-24. And it's now a 6-point deficit facing Hill Murray. They're in a hurry. Hoheisel off to Gombold, and she traveled.
Got a little bit different defense there by Little Falls. They've gone to a 2-1-2 zone. They're just going to sit back and force Hill Murray to shoot the ball outside.
Foul call, they had no other choice. They can't let him run any more time off the clock. Klein picked it up. Klein's 3rd foul. They can't even be that choosy about who they foul anymore. They certainly wouldn't have wanted her on the line.
All right, Tina, I remember yesterday. She was on that ice game for him yesterday.
Very cool, cracking a little bit of a smile there. His team's in control of his own destiny. It's their game to lose, obviously. They should have it in the bag. The only way they can lose this is if they become unglued to a lot of turnovers. Now ahead to Hoheisel. Back out for a gun ball, off to Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner puts it up and scores. Aschenbrenner grabs the rebound, puts it up and scores. So it's now down to 46-42. There's only 22 seconds to play. And a foul is called. Shooting on and on. And obviously, Little Falls going to have to hit some free throws here in the closing seconds of the ball game.
timeouts for the last 2 minutes of the game when he's really needed them. And I'm sure that he is considering his team still in the ballgame. You know that Tina Keller misses the shot 21 seconds to do basketball. That's been done many times. If they come down and get a quick one from the press that they've exhibited, they'd have a chance to get back in it and tie it.
If Tina does this, they might go down if they use it, they might look to correct the foul or need it again because after having a psychological advantage of knowing that you missed 3 free throws in a row and then now you got up to one, possibly make one to put the game out of reach.
Well, that makes it look tough for Hill Murray.
Keller with 9 points now. Keller now has a total of 10. It's 48-42. Aschenbrenner puts it up, no good. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. She follows. That's no good. Grosso grabs the rebound, and she's fouled and will walk down and will shoot the 1-and-1. And you want to do them or you want me to? Okay, we have Barb Gumbald from Hill Murray, Evelyn Ross from Minneapolis North, Leanne Grosso of Little Falls, Tina Keller of Little Falls, and Ann Klein of Hill Murray. Our all-tournament team: Janet Carvinen of New York Mills, Ann Klein of Hill Murray, Leanne Grosso of Little Falls, Tina Keller of Little Falls, and Kelly Skalicki of Albany. Care to comment on the choices?
Well, I think it's an excellent team. I know that I would like to take that team somewhere and coach them against another high school team.
I'd say that 4 of our 5 all-tournament selections are back playing high school basketball next year, everybody but Janet Carvinen. So it's a youthful crowd still at the state tournament. I'm amazed every year at the number of underclassmen playing in the girls' tournament, especially.
If I had to pick an MVP, I suppose, and go to one, I would have to say Kelly Skalicki simply because her team won. And Leanne Grosso also. You know, you have to go with the team that won. You'd automatically want to go to Carvinen, but that team finished third. Generally, the MVPs come off the team that win it. So we'll go with Grosso in AA and Kelly Skalicki in single A. So again, our AA team: Barb Gumbald of Hill Murray, Evelyn Ross of Minneapolis North, Leanne Grosso of Little Falls, Tina Keller of Little Falls, and Ann Klein of Hill Murray. Our single A team was Janet Carvinen of New York Mills, Kelly Skalicki of Albany, Ann Christopherson of Austin Pacelli, Kim Salty of New York Mills, and Pat Stotts of Albany. And our all-tournament team: Janet Carvinen, New York Mills, Ann Klein, Hill Murray, Leanne Grosso, Little Falls, Kelly Skalicki, Albany, and Tina Keller from Little Falls. As Grosso's on the line, shooting 1-and-1.
Same concentration, whether the game is in hand or not.
21.
Now there goes the net being taken down by Peggy Urbanski as Little Falls won a state championship here tonight in a great ball game, 50-42. I felt before the ball game that Little Falls was the favorite. As you know, Chris, I think
Bill Wold and Hill Murray did a super job turning the game around after they fell behind 8-0 in the early going.
Yes, I think Coach Wall has just done an exceptionally fine job this year. He's got some talented players, and I'm sure you're going to see him back next year as he's got a very young squad, as does Jerry Cool in Little Falls.
I want to again thank everybody connected with this telecast, starting with the Minnesota State High School League staff, the Executive Director, Murray Frank, the Associate Executive Director, Marvin Helling, the Assistant to the Executive Director, Orville Bees, and the other Assistant to the Executive Director, Dorothy McIntyre, and the Director of Information and Publications again, Larry Larson, for running just a super tournament. Not only the girls tournament, but also the boys, and from everything I've heard and watched on television, the 1980 Hockey Championships as well. It's been a super show here in the month of March. Again, we'll run through them all for you, the champions, starting in AA. The consolation winner this morning was Mankato East. Third place going to Minneapolis North. Fourth place to Hopkins Lindbergh. Runner-up to Hill Murray. And the state champion, Little Falls in AA. In single A, it's Nicolette, the consolation champion. New York Mills winning third place. East Chain was fourth. Austin Pacelli was second. And Albany winning the state championship. Going to have some presentations of trophies here. That's Tina Keller taking it down. Keller, a 5'7" senior. Urbanski, the other senior, in the starting 5 for the state champions, the Little Fall Florettes. And it's certainly a happy scene here at the for them. Of course, it's a sad scene for Hill Murray. But Hill Murray, as we mentioned last night, returns all 5 starters, so I would not be at all surprised to see them standing out at the court receiving another trophy next year during this tournament. Barb Gumbald is a junior, Mary Godfrey is a freshman, Mary Aschenbrenner is a junior, Anita Hoheisel is a sophomore, Ann Klein is a junior, and then on the bench they've got junior, sophomore, junior, 1 senior. That was number 53, Beth Riggles. So Tina Keller, member of our All-AA, as well as all-tournament team, batting down the nets, and we'll be having the presentations of the awards here very shortly. Great show provided, and girls basketball every year gets a little better here in Minnesota. Gives you a little more recruiting to do.
Yes. I think one comment I'd like to make about the high school state tournament is really on high school girls basketball has really developed since I've been here in Minnesota, and it's just done a fine job, and I think that has a lot to say about the coaches here in Minnesota. They really, they work hard to make their programs progress. They attend clinics, they send their kids to camp, and I think that really has a lot to say about how they want to develop their program and make Minnesota basketball grow along with the rest of the nation.
LFCHS Girls Basketball Sportsmanship Trophy, the evaluation committee has selected Proctor High School. Well, the captains of the Hill Murray team come forward to receive their trophy from Superintendent Ellickson. The 1980 state Class AA champions, Little Falls. Each member of the official squad receives a gold medal. Gold medals are now being presented to each team member by Dr. Fida and Dorothy McIntyre. Captains of the 1980 Class AA Championship team come forward to receive the championship trophy from